It's just time.
Okay.
That's literally it.
Just time and like putting the work and just waiting till the fruition happens, pretty much.
Yeah, things take time. Just patience, being so young as we are. I mean,
yeah,
things take time. Nothing's holding me back. Can you always be doing more? Yeah, but
100%.
Like going down, just seeing how far you can go, and then trying to get back, essentially.
Okay, right.
Let's go down the rabbit hole.
Okay.
Let's see if we can go back up.
So I'm gonna test my limits right now. See how far I can reach.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Vive the Pod, episode 5. Vive means to live in French. So if we could help one person listening, whether we help you through life or entertainment or comedy or like a little relief in whatever's happening in your life, then that's all that matters. Today, we have our guest of honor, which is Kyle. Woo!
Blessed. Truly.
Kyle, what's your last name?
Giampi.
What is it?
Giampi.
Giampi. Are you Italian?
Very. Or
Okay.
Giampe.
Oh, okay.
Then turn into
Okay.
French.
So we have a new structure in the podcast. Obviously, we have coffee, so this is actually a 1 p.m. podcast. But we're gonna start off with a shot, just to kind of get loose. Right over here, we have Stoli Elite Vodka, 97 points. It's been around for 20 years.
Wow.
And out of those 20 years, they won 10 awards for best clear liquor, I believe.
Okay.
All right.
So are we here to promote the Stoli Elite?
No, I'm just describing what it is.
Okay.
Just a shout out.
Just a shout out.
Promote us.
Disrespect.
Promote us if you want.
I mean, I did get this bottle for free from Stoli Elite, so
Oh, congrats.
yeah, thanks. Cal did too.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, Kyle.
Yeah, still have it.
Where's mine? Stoli, if you're watching this, address is beep. Blur it out.
Alrighty. Put this away. All right, Jensen, here you go. Hey, Coda. Kyle.
Thank you, sir. Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Sir.
That's what we're doing, huh? This is it.
Cheers. Episode 5. Episode 5. Here we go. Here you go. Shooting the shit.
Cheers, Miguel.
Not bad.
It's pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. You need to chase with some coffee. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
The flavor just kind of lingers in your mouth.
What are we
but
doing?
It's not
It's
bad.
1 p.m.
It's not bad.
That's what I told you, bro.
It's clean.
New structure.
New structure for the podcast, huh? Take
All
a
right.
shot, guys.
Well, let's get this going. Kyle, tell us a little bit about yourself. Let's say you are in an Uber driver
Uh-huh.
or in a car.
Taxi
and then-
cab confessions. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
And the driver's asking you, who are you?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Not a whole
So
lot.
you have a short ride. It's about, 10-minute ride.
10 minutes.
About so. So describe it to us. Who are you and what do you do?
Plenty of time. Originally from Jersey.
Okay.
Moved to Florida. Moved here. Been here last 15 years. So I got a nice taste of both sides.
Okay. Wait. So Florida, born in Jersey,
Mm-hmm.
and then now here in
Mhm.
Orange County.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been great.
All
Nice.
right.
Growing up around here. Building the web. And then spent 6 months in Hawaii.
Okay.
That was just for fun.
All right.
But did a lot of, board sports, surfing and skating and golfing, having fun. I think that's what's kept me sane, growing up around here.
Yeah.
Instead of shenanigans.
Yeah, just
Touche.
doing a bunch of stuff.
Mhm.
Miguel was definitely a reckless person.
I was
when you were
in the
younger.
shenanigans for a little while, but luckily I snapped out of them.
I think it's a little loud.
It's probably in your head.
Yeah. Channel 3?
No, it's your control yourself.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That makes sense.
That was mine. Was mine good? Yeah. Mine's
Yeah.
good.
All right, perfect. Speak.
And then,
All right, nice.
does that sound good?
Yeah, you're good.
And then over the years, having fun, you need money too. And so as far as going into work, I kind of took the fun route. So it started with retail, and that sucked, and then service industry. Started at the hotel Hyatt,
Okay.
and then after a couple of years of working there, I was being in the banquets and being behind a bar would be fun, and got into the service industry. And
And what age were you when you got into the service industry?
21.
21. Okay.
21.
Nice.
Bar backing.
Nice.
Yeah, it was just cool. Like, that's just kind of like the guideline it's been. It's just to have fun, just having fun,
Yeah.
and that's all it's been. And just get into bars and then meeting people, make like it's literally like jumping from like school to like another version of it. Just everyone.
Except this one is like different job or different environment.
Yeah, and everyone's drinking.
Yeah, everyone's drinking and
Everyone's drinking.
having a good time. That makes sense.
Exactly, and just you're meeting all these people and you're just going down, making these connections and things are happening. That's kind of where we're at right now, and things are still happening and developing. It's just getting more and more exciting, and just being nice to people and being open and having fun. Like people love that, and like that's all everyone wants to do is like connect and have fun. And
Yeah, and then based on trade, right now currently you're also bartending, and he's a phenomenal bartender. A lot of flair to it.
Yep.
I don't know if you've seen him bartend
I
or
have.
not.
I
No.
have. He shook some ice for me once.
yeah.
Shook some ice
Yeah.
for me once.
He
Really? It was just ice?
You just want to see the taste.
Literally
Oh,
just ice,
you
yeah.
went. That's funny. Shook some ice.
It was nice.
Well, that's cool. That's cool.
And it's not even the flair; it's just the care.
Just the care. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You had some love to it.
So aside from what you do, obviously, what do you do for fun?
Oh man, California's great for that.
Yeah.
I love it. Usually it's like a decision of whether you want to go north or south. Like north is a little more wilderness and getting outdoors, freaking Sequoia, and it's been a while.
Nice.
It's a trek.
Yeah, but you like the outdoors pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And like staying near the coast is pretty key. And surfing and kind of hanging out, and freaking what's been the gun too is just my bike, riding the motorcycle around.
Oh yeah, you have a what's the brand of your bike?
It's a Ducati.
Ducati. All right. Just like just name dropping. Yeah, your bike is amazing. It's funny because I've seen you ride your bike, obviously your motorcycle, and then like I've seen you in a car sometimes. I'm like, oh shit, Kyle actually has a car. It was like weird to see you like. Now I just picture you. You're just like your persona is like the motorcycle guy. So.
Well, I was dealt some cards and I just make the best of them. But
Yeah.
never a dull moment. Whether I'm getting around or hanging out.
Right. Right.
And, as far as the fun goes, like California's pretty fun. The weather's always nice, and freaking the sun's been blasting, and freaking yesterday I was just at the pool all day, just getting toasted.
There we go. Oh yeah, yesterday was Labor Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Labor Day. What do you do? Just hang out by the
I was
pool,
at the pool all day.
drinking, chilling. A few
Mhm.
beers, what?
Oh yeah.
Little shots.
No,
Nice.
no shots, but a little doobie and then a little magic mushroom
What's doobie?
joint.
I don't know. What are you? I'm laughing. I don't know these terms.
Sir,
Is it doinker?
Oh shit.
it's
Oh,
a
yeah?
doobie. Is that a W but in a U?
I don't know what a doobie. Like, is it a dub or what? You win something? Shit.
No man. And,
You said, magic mushrooms. You said, huh?
oh yeah. So,
Wow.
Do you microdose on it every
you
day?
have to.
Yeah, just literally just nibbling.
Tell us about the experience on those. I mean, I have yet to try them. I'm sure a lot of our audiences are also yet to try them, but they're all curious as to like what they feel.
Mhm.
I've always heard that you really can't explain the feeling you get on mushrooms because it's so clear to you, but it's so hard to explain it. What's your take on that?
Well, everyone's different.
Yeah.
Of course, the mushrooms you're getting are, depends.
Yeah.
But like with the microdosing, that's why I just like to ease into it.
Okay.
It was super funny. Like my favorite line for myself yesterday was like going down, just seeing how far you can go, and then like trying to get back, essentially.
Okay. Right. Right.
Let's go down the rabbit hole.
Okay.
See if we could go back up.
So I'm gonna test my limits right now. See how far I can reach.
100%.
And then I'm just running right back.
Mhm.
I'm running. I'm
Yeah,
sprinting.
'cause like I don't like being like too out of whack, but so that's why the microdosing. Like,
Right,
If I
right.
took a handful, gone.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like, do you take it in the morning with breakfast? Do you take it like on an empty stomach? Just like kind of explain to us like the experience of how to do it.
Yeah.
If someone like right now wants to try it out, but they just have
Yeah.
no idea. Okay, I have no idea.
No, 100%.
Neither do I.
Totally educational too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
100%.
let us know, please. It's very popular right now too. So.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, ideally, I like the chocolate bar because then you can't taste it.
Okay.
But it just depends who makes it, the dose, because it's all mixed together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then of course you have just like the straight up shroom, which kind of tastes like athlete's foot. But like
Mm.
you nibble on it and just kind of chase it with something.
Wait, what a flavor description. Just
Athlete's foot.
athlete's foot.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, cool,
Tastes
cool.
like tastes like crap.
He's
But,
being- he's
it tastes
being
like
blunt.
dirt.
He's
It's
being
dirt.
Okay.
Yeah, and like and for me, like I don't want to just go freaking dive head first in. I like to dip my toes in, so that's why I'm just nibbling on it.
Okay.
And then, yeah, just for me, it's just that I go for the body feels and feeling good, and then I just turn into the thinker, kind of.
Okay.
Okay.
But and it puts me in a good mood, and like you get kind of like, you get a lot of gratitude, and then just kind of reflecting, and it feels good. It's really positive, and it can get emotional too.
Okay.
And that's
but
why,
I think that goes hand in hand.
Mhm.
You know, being positive and emotional goes both together.
So does it help you express yourself once you take mushrooms? Like, is it easier for you to kind of communicate with your emotions in your body, or
kind of? Yeah,
you
it's
right?
it's kind of letting go.
It kind of
What's
like
the
brings
big
your
thing?
mind and your body to one, right? Yeah, because I know sometimes it's kind of hard to like get your word across with what you're thinking and with your with your body language as well. And sometimes certain drugs like that actually connect everything together and just flows right out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I was just in Joshua Tree like literally yesterday, and everyone out there just seemed like they just did hard drugs, like legit.
I feel like there's nothing else to do.
So, dude, seriously. So I walked into a smoke shop because I'm a fucking nicotine fiend. But I was trying to get a vape in there, and I pulled up, and there was this lady just in the counter, just sitting there, and she's like, "Hey," and I was like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? What do you want?" And I was like, "Shit, okay." I was like, "Oh, I'm just here for a vape." She's like, "All right, cool. What do you want?" And then I was like, "Oh, I'll get this and that, etc." Anyways, I paid, got it done. She's like, "Have a good night." It was fucking 10 in the morning.
Oh shit.
She was probably there all fucking night, just tripping balls. She's like, "Have a good night. Take care." It was 10 a.m., dude. The sun was just probably
those are the
up.
times that you don't like. His is different. It's like microdosing, kind of like.
I get it. I'm just saying about my experience and what I saw in Joshua Tree. But I mean, for the most part,
You don't know for sure.
Don't
she,
take
She could
drugs.
have been blind. Half. Maybe it's always nighttime.
that's true. That's true. It's always nighttime in Joshua Tree.
Kyle, are you a iced coffee drinker or a hot coffee drinker?
It's summertime. I like to keep it cool,
Okay.
so I like the ice. But hot coffee's good. I mean, this winter is gonna be a good time.
Oh,
for
yeah.
that hot coffee.
Oh, yeah.
For that hot coffee, all right. How do you like your coffee? Like a little cream, black.
When I drink it, I want to taste it, so I like a little sweet.
Okay, a little
Yeah.
sweetness to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Do you have coffee every morning?
No.
Kind of veer off into what's your morning routine like?
Yeah, no, I got me thinking for that one. And
Yeah.
I told you it's different every time.
Yeah, we were
Every
talking
time
It's different every time.
before you came in the podcast. We were talking about like
So you don't have a
questions.
structure. You don't have a routine. You just kind of like go out it, and depends on how you feel throughout the day. You kind of just do those activities, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Is
I
that
mean,
how it kind of flows?
You could say it's counterintuitive to not have, your guidelines and structure,
Right.
but it mixes it up every day. Everything's different.
It keeps it
Every day's
interesting.
different.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like it. I like it.
How about you?
I think everyone's kind of, their own person. But as for myself, I have to be very structured because any little thing that's just glitches, I end up not doing anything. So I have to like set myself up from the morning till like at least 4 or 5 p.m. in order for me to continue to flow and just be productive throughout the whole day. Because if like let's say someone comes to visit or any little thing just like moves my schedule around, I'm done.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always have a structure in the morning, and I feel like if I'm missing a piece of my morning routine, it just throws me off. Like
That-
I'll continue
that's what I'm saying.
continue my day, but it doesn't feel the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wake up at 7 a.m., take my dogs
Walk
out,
the
feed
dogs.
them,
Those fucking dogs, man.
use
Jesus
the
Christ.
bathroom.
For the record, how many times do you walk your dogs a day?
4 times a day.
4 or 5?
4 times.
Yeah, because when I watched them, I had to walk them like 6 times a fucking day.
Well, it's because they abused you.
Yeah, they're fucking needy, these fuckers, dude.
You had no authority. That's why.
Fuck your dogs.
You have no authority.
I was this close to just opening the door and letting them out. Just run.
Just run.
You're a fucking
They'll
you're a
come-
wolf.
they'll come back.
You're supposed to be out
They'll
in the
come back.
wild.
No, but having dogs, makes you more responsible.
It's a full-time job.
Makes you fully responsible. I used to
Yeah.
be a completely different person before I had dogs. Not different, but in a way that like now I'm just way more responsible. AKA I don't go out drinking as much anymore, because if you do go out,
Mhm.
you have to come back earlier at some point, or
And
you have
also
to
have to wake up at 7 in the morning to walk them.
every day,
Yeah.
no matter
Do you
what.
have any dogs, Kyle?
There is a dog in the house, but it's not my dog.
It's a house dog.
It's a house dog.
Okay.
His dog
Okay.
is super cute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Buddy.
Okay. Bodie. What's the breed?
Buddy. Shih Tzu poodle.
Shih Tzu poodle. Oh
Mhm.
shit, that's nice.
Yeah, he's
Nice.
a little guy.
Very cool.
Mhm.
Nice and fluffy, huh?
Mm-hmm. Kind
Yeah.
of looks like me.
You guys cut his hair? What
Hmm?
do you, like, how do you guys shape his hair? You guys don't like shape
Yeah,
it
the
or anything?
groomer does
Just
it.
groomer.
But,
Okay.
he's got the curls.
Got the curls flowing.
But it's great because hyperallergenic and that's
Mm.
good for me. And
Okay. Okay.
Allergic to fucking dogs, man. I'm bad.
Nice.
It's crazy.
You're
are?
allergic to dogs?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Why didn't you tell me this? I would have given you like medicine or something.
No. Like
Huskies.
yeah, right.
And he's like, you gotta pet him, dude.
It-
Well,
it-
also you gotta give him a kiss before you walk in.
No, you got to pet
guy.
them.
No, I know, but he was allergic.
I like to roll the dice. Like it's if I get triggered or not, and I get like the itchy nose and scratchy throat or water eyes. But like if it doesn't happen, I'm like great. But like so I just like to roll the dice because I don't want to be allergic.
Right. Yeah,
Mm.
dogs are
Mind
fucking
over
amazing. Yes, sir.
Mind over matter. Yeah.
Because it happened like after high school. Like, it was never the case. I had like a cat growing up, and the next thing you know, like you pet it and stuff. Like,
Oh.
the hair from the lint. And then
I'm allergic to cats, not to dogs.
it's the lint hair for me, the lint on them.
So dogs and cat?
If they're shedding and got a lot of hair.
So just the fur is what kind of gets you,
Yeah,
right?
the
Yeah,
hair.
that makes sense. A lot of people are just allergic to the fur.
I'm just allergic to
animal
cats. Cat fur.
Shit.
Yeah, just
Mm.
cats. That's why I don't mess with.
Well, you're
fucking-
lucky. I don't like cats. I mean,
Yeah, I don't like
I don't
cats
mind
either.
cats. I fucking love dogs, though.
I like
I
a
hate
cool
cats.
cat.
Well, the thing is, for the most part, cats are pretty cool if you think about it.
I'm
Cats are like little to no maintenance, dude. You can just put their water and their food out there, and they'll fucking survive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're so unloyal. They'll just leave your house for like 2 weeks.
Exactly,
and
there's no
not
attachment
even
to it.
fucking come back.
It's
They're
like, what's the point of having a cat then?
Like you can't even walk a cat. A fucking cat walks you, dude.
They're
He's like-
royalty. That's why.
They are royalty. You're right.
Egyptian
cats.
all
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
Since
But what's the
beginning.
point of having a cat? It doesn't show you affection. It
That's
eats your,
not-
it eats
that's-
your
that's-
fucking food.
That's not
It
true.
drinks
No,
your
no,
water.
No, that's not
and
true.
there's
Cats
nothing.
actually show a lot of affection. I don't know if you've seen, but like how like they like plump their like little feet on you like that.
Knitting
It-
or
it-
whatever.
Yeah, they go like this.
Yeah, but it's nothing
They
compared
play.
to like a
That's
dog.
affection, dude. Cats show affection, but you know they're not as affectionate as dogs. Let's just keep it that. Let's keep it at that.
Another discussion. Really.
Yeah.
No discussion.
All right, we're going to go to a new segment, Kyle,
Dogs over cats. End of story.
for sure.
That's it.
We're going to go over 6 thought-provoking questions. All right, a little soul-searching. If you want, you can answer too, Miguel.
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah, we'll start with Kyle, though.
Come on at me, bro.
All right, question number 1.
Mhm.
What do you want to accomplish in your life?
I like having my hair blown back as much as possible.
Okay.
So just the experiences that does that.
Oh,
As much as
okay.
possible.
All right, I like that, like little metaphor or whatnot.
It's kind of like staying high, like, there's always like lulls in life, things
For
are
sure.
mellow, which is great. You need those, but like that's what like gets me excited is like doing cool shit, and the key to that is the financial freedom to do
Yeah.
whatever I want. The freedom to do
Okay.
whatever I want. That's what I want.
Financial
And of course,
freedom to be able to do those high moments where you feel, what is it? Endorphins is like
Mhm.
the highest, you know.
Right. So what you're saying is you kind of just want to like be financially free in order to do like certain activities that you always wanted to do, but you can't do it right now. Or, like you do. You do them now, but you can't like take as much time off to do those activities, right? Like,
Yeah.
let's say you wanted to go to Hawaii. You went there for
Yeah.
6 months. Let's say
Yeah.
you want to go out there for a couple of years just to live out there without even working and just fucking shredding.
Mhm.
Little things like that is what. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there's the steps to it. Take care of the family, take care of everyone around me. Like
Okay.
that's a big part.
Big family person. I love that.
Good
stuff, man.
100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's to do activities and stuff,
Right.
and yeah, fucking, that's all I want to do. Just have fun.
Living life to the fullest. I
What
like
about you,
that.
No,
Alex?
100%.
What's your goal, man? Let them know. I don't think you've let these audience know.
What do I
your
want to
goal
accomplish
is.
in life?
Yeah, dude. What are you trying to
Kind of.
accomplish?
I'm assuming like similar to, or not assuming. I know it's similar to Kyle, and I'm sure you.
Yeah.
Pretty much having the financial freedom to do whatever the fuck we want.
Right.
And not just like, oh, go on vacation for like a month here or 2 months here. More financial freedom where I'm able to be creative and like create things that I want to be passionate about. Like being able to open a concept restaurant that's very specific,
Right.
just because I can. Right. This is fun. Like I want to open this business. Right. Can I open this coffee shop? Yeah. Why not? I have the money for it. I have the resources. That's the fun stuff. Like creating a maybe like a community service thing, just creating different things that I'm really passionate about. One of the things I want to do is also like help people as much as possible in my lifetime, whether it's small impact and big impact. But in the end, I really want to make like massive impact. Like,
Create memories for people.
or no, just
All we have are memories, baby.
yeah, all we have are memories. But just creating like, I don't know, this is like down the line, which I'm putting it into existence, and I know for sure I'll make it happen. But like, I don't know, going to Ivory Coast where I was born and like building a school that back when I was back there, it got burned down because of the war, right? So going there and building an entire new school for the community, imagine that impact. You know,
That's
just
awesome.
so stuff like that.
That's great.
Just being able to taking the steps to be able to achieve whatever you want to do,
And just apply for the needed. People
Exactly.
that need it. Yeah.
So just taking the steps towards that, which starts off with financial freedom.
100%.
How about you,
Yeah.
Miguelo?
Well, for me, it's somewhere along the same lines. A little, it kind of differentiates between both of you guys, but along the lines, kind of like, still in between. I mean, obviously, financially freedom. I think for the most part, a lot of people want that. You know what I mean? Just because the thought of being able to do things that you are passionate about without having to worry about, like, having to go back to work or having to go back to this. You know what I mean? And the thought of also just supplying your family with that need that they've always wanted. Because obviously, I mean, I come from a very hardworking family. They work their asses off and everything, and I feel like it always goes unappreciated by a lot of people, especially employers. So I feel like it'd be really cool to just kind of like take them out of that work environment, you know what I mean, change their mindset a little bit and create also a business for them so they can also like grasp at to like, you know what, there's much more to life than just being an employee. You know what I mean?
Thrive
like,
and then generation after.
Exactly. And then it just kind of flows, you know what I mean? So kind of create a structure for them too, not just myself. And like, just kind of grow as a unit.
I like that.
But yeah, dude, just financial wealth and, just generating whatever I know or just whatever I know, just distribute it to whoever is close to me or around me,
I like that.
Little things like that.
I like that. Question number 2, Kyle. What do you need to do in order to accomplish those goals? It's a little broad, so let's put a timeline to it. Let's say next 5 years. What do you need to do to get closer to that financial freedom that you want to live that high life?
Well, mind, body, soul, and like right now, being 25, 26 next month is a big push.
Happy early birthday!
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
over the next few years,
another shot. We're celebrating his birthday.
We're good.
I'm kidding.
We're good. Continue. This way.
Jensen's like, no.
It's just like developing myself as more as a person, and it's
Nice.
bettering myself and
Okay.
That's always a great goal, dude. I think if you want to really achieve those certain goals, you have to start from within.
Yeah.
You can't start these goals if you're not fully ready for it yet, because you're just gonna be set up for failure.
Well, you got to create small habits first of all,
Yeah.
and we talk a lot about it at work sometimes too. Where we talk about like surrounding yourself with the right people first of all.
Very important.
Second thing that we've talked about too is just drinking less. Obviously, we took a shot, but this was with the process of this.
It's
but
actually
in
just to keep the
general,
blood flowing a little faster.
this is sexy drinking.
exactly.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between like
Sexy
really
drinking.
just going out, like really getting like wasted every weekend and stuff like that, and then like you're not fully productive and the right mindset the next couple of days after. And we've talked about that too. Just kind of like reducing it and able to accomplish the goals that we want that some people might not see right away. They might think at that moment like, oh, they're just not going out, they're not having fun. But it's like we're just trying to build on it too.
Well, your fun and my fun is a little bit different. You know what I mean? Like my kind of fun is, not yours, but I'm saying people that say that to me.
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, I feel like fun for us nowadays, or for me and you, is like literally just chilling, going to a restaurant, having a nice dinner, having some, bottle of wine or a nice cocktail, and just talking about fucking business, man.
Yeah.
And like I literally feed off of that shit, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like
It's a good
I go home and I just feel like I just did something with my life. You know what I mean? And
It
for the
hypes
most
you up.
part, yeah. If I were to just go out to a bar or a nightclub and just get fucking butt ass, just drunk, plastered. I mean, it's fun at the moment, but the next day you're like, why?
I mean, there's
You look
days
at your bank account.
there's days to do that.
Special occasions,
Yeah.
like for your engagement.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Shit.
That was a good time.
Fuck.
Kyle was there too.
Kyle
It
was
was a
there.
great time.
Made an
Yeah.
appearance.
Yeah.
Made
Made
an
an appearance. All right.
What
Third
time.
question. This is gonna be deep diving a little more into it. Like, what do you think is getting in the way of those goals? Like, is it, the people around you? Is it yourself? Is it your job? Is anyone actually stopping you? Is any,
No.
No.
It's just time.
Okay.
That's literally it.
Just time and like putting the work and just waiting till the fruition happens, pretty much.
Yeah, things take time. It's just patience, being so young as we are. I mean,
Yeah.
things take time, and yeah, it's just like nothing's holding me back. Can you always be doing more? Yeah, but like
100%. nobody's ever satisfied with what they're doing.
Exactly.
But I mean, like you said, time.
Yeah, and there's just like, I don't know, there's a lot to do. Like I said, never a dull moment. And yeah, the only obstacle would be myself. You know, sometimes you get too in your head and stuff, and that's why you need the outlets to, you know, help process things. And, you know, of course, the people around you, you know, make a difference in how you feel and do things. And
totally agree.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, question 4, because I think that's question 3. Actually, no, there's no need for question 4, because you pretty much said that there's nothing really much getting in your way besides time.
Yeah.
So question 4 was
And
pretty
this
much
gut right here.
this gut.
This gut, that gut feeling, man.
It was like the question 4 was like, what caused you to allow these things in your life that don't contribute to your goal? Like, what are you allowing to happen that's stopping you from your goal, but you don't have any?
I'm sure they're in there. Follow, you know, those bad habits.
Yeah, bad habits, but I mean, in the end, like we're all
Human.
we're all human beings. We're all enjoying life.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes we really can't take life too seriously because we only have one life.
Here's the thing. Also, for the record, man, it's not always just about working and, you know, getting your fucking shit done. Like, no, dude, it's fine. You know, branch off for a little bit. Take a week off. You know what I mean? Go fucking shredding. Go take some drugs. Go, I mean, just obviously.
Whoa.
No, yeah.
No,
No,
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
serious.
fair
Just
enough.
just let it all out. You know what I mean? Just let your body and your mind kind of like just release everything that's been, you know, that's been like accumulating for the past, I don't know how many years. You know what I mean? Dude, living in a city like Orange, I mean, out here in California, it's tough. It's a fast lifestyle too. You know, you got to be on the move all the time. Like sometimes I
think
find myself.
I think Orange County is a little bit of a slower life
It's
compared to.
it's mellow, but here's the thing: I mean, I've worked 2 jobs before, dude, and I've had to like literally eat my meal while I'm driving to work, just stuff it down. You know what I mean? And it's like how annoying it is that you can't even enjoy your sacred like a meal. A meal is fucking sacred. Like
Well, I
just
think
sitting down.
I think
and
that's the
enjoying
American
it.
culture. I don't think it's the location we're at. Like specifically, I think it's just America.
It's just fast paced. Like if I had some time to sit down, I would have done it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying it's a lifestyle.
That's American lifestyle.
Yeah.
Where we only get
Where-
2 weeks out of the year for vacation,
Yeah,
while in
basically.
Europe you get 2 months.
Yeah, that's insane. And in Canada, you get 3 weeks. So, fuck. Oh, Canada's a week ahead.
A week, just one more week though.
I mean, shit. It's 7 days. I'll take them.
Well, since you mentioned that, that's like my next like big adventure. I think I was telling you, like the van and stuff, getting like the Sprinter van conversion. Because I get like that. I get all, you know, bent out of shape being in this town and
Yeah,
the hustle
yeah.
and bustle, where sometimes I really want to just fuck off and like take off
Yeah, be
That's
off the
sick.
grid and just go.
as
you wanna-
luxury and
like-
comfortable as possible.
Where would you want to go? Like,
Oh, dude,
what's the
everywhere,
spot?
man.
Just anywhere.
I'm gonna throw the bike in the back, and literally it's like going up, you know, all the way up north, you know, fucking tip into Canada a little because I want to check that out. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous out there.
Fucking shoot right down to, like South America and stuff. Like,
Nice.
like
Fuck
Nice.
yeah.
legit.
You should do it while you're young still too.
Have you seen how much those cost? That's why you need that financial freedom.
Should
The
do it.
sprinter vans are fucking
Yeah.
expensive,
Dude,
dude.
100%.
Yeah.
There's a
They're sick, though.
I have a friend from high school, and I followed his journey on Facebook, where he pretty much took like 2 years off the grid, and just him and his bike and a backpack, and just went across from Europe, and then and biked all the way to Asia. Just him and his bike, and he just started like putting it on Facebook, like, like if you want to join me, if you're a friend, because we went to international school, so like we have like people that we know kind of all over the place.
Right.
So he kind of put it out there saying like, I'll be stopping here in this city, this city, this city. If you want to join me on a bike ride, let me know. And then he started meeting like random people and like journeying together for like a week. But then they'll stop at their location. Then he'll journey with someone else for a month, just meeting people and just like he just had the best time. And he
That's
did
so
it for,
amazing.
He did it for 2 years, just off the grid. And I think I also don't think you need like financial freedom really. You just need like less responsibility, if that makes sense. Like if you don't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you don't have dogs, or you don't have someone to take care of,
Yeah.
then you need to be there. You don't really have like a car payment or stuff like get rid of everything pretty much. You could do it. You know,
I mean, if you're how long was he out there for? You said
2 years.
2 years.
He did it at 22.
I mean, for a solid 2 years, you're gonna need a hefty. I mean, at least like 50 grand to kind of do that, to support, you know, gas. You know what I mean? Because your bike for 2 years, dude, it's gonna take up. I mean, if you're driving like all day, basically, you're gonna go through those tires like fucking shit.
Well,
And tires are not cheap, and then hotel rooms, all that
Oh,
stuff.
what are you saying? Gas? I'm thinking like a bicycle.
Oh shit! You said a bike. I thought you were talking about motorcycle.
He was
bro.
being resourceful, is what it was.
No, he did a bicycle.
a bicycle for
Yeah.
2 years.
2
Holy
years.
shit!
Across fucking
Yeah,
Europe
you need no
and
money
Asia.
for that. Scratch that off. Fuck, go on a
That's what
Dude,
I'm saying.
2
He had just had
years.
his bag and did camping, and then pretty much stayed where he could, either like at random strangers.
This guy probably got done at some fucking mean old caps, dude. He was just fucking walking around the place like shit. 2
Or he-
years just bike riding, huh?
No, it's a long ride.
Fucking guy,
You
man.
know, I mean, it took his time, and he didn't have like a really a goal to accomplish. He was just like, I'm just gonna ride.
Yeah, but I'm assuming he was riding like at least 5 hours throughout the whole day.
I'm sure.
And that's fucking tough, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, for those of you who don't bike ride, man, bike riding. I mean, 30 minutes and you're feeling it. Your heart's racing.
But like,
Well, it depends on the terrain, obviously, but for the most part, yeah.
Miguel would, because he vapes a lot, so he's definitely gonna
Yeah.
freaking asthma attack.
Definitely
but like that's
nicotine
what's
thing.
awesome, you know, and it depends on like, you know, your environment and stuff where you're riding. But like literally just going around, making connections, and like when you're like, you know, like attract like a lot of nice things or do nice things for people, like the repercussions from that is great. And like, you know, even looking back now just around town when you're nice to people and people, you know, you reminisce with them and like, wow, like you did this and then, and it was like super great. And they remember that. Like, and I forget a
100%.
lot of
They
things. You
do.
know, you do a lot of things, you forget a lot of things.
Yeah,
But
I totally agree. Like sometimes I try to remind myself that you never know who's watching you or who's paying attention to you, whether it's a stranger, a family, a friend, someone you've met for 1 minute, someone you've met for, you know, a couple hours. Depending what you do in your actions, what you say could really impact someone.
Exactly.
There's a story actually from who was it? Cato. Cato is one of our managers at our workplace. He's a DJ. He's from Brooklyn, or is it Bronx?
the Bronx, yeah.
He's from the
Just
Bronx.
forget about it.
Well, yeah, I forgot. Either way, he's from New York City. And he said something
probably
like
cut that
he
off.
came up to me. He's like, "Hey, like, I have a guy who like messaged me that I met like 15, 20 years ago, and I only met him for like a little bit of time. And he was also like getting into DJing, and I did this like certain beat. I forgot what it's called, but pretty much the guy like noticed Cato doing it, and now the guy's like DJing in Puerto Rico and like having nice gigs, and he still uses the same thing that he learned from Cato, but Cato never showed him. He just paid attention to Cato and hasn't met him for a long time, and he messaged Cato like a long paragraph, like, "Hey brother, like I just kind of thought of you like just recently right now, like we didn't know each other for too much, but I noticed like back then you were using this beat and it really grabbed my attention, and I still use this beat to this day." And that's like 15 years later.
And look where it's taken me.
And yeah, and then Cato was telling me like, you really don't know who's paying attention to you, like how you move, how you talk, what you say, really makes a difference with someone. Like, you know, so I think that's a good thing to like.
It's a great
networking,
example.
being good at people, really makes such a big difference.
Yeah.
You know, like just saying hi to someone really can make someone's day.
Fuck yeah.
You know, so I like that.
That's why you never know where someone's at, you know, mentally, physically, you know, whatever. They're
Yeah.
in their space, but like if you just bring good vibe, good intentions, and it's always good.
Yeah.
Always
Typically.
Typically, there are certain days that you can't like, you know, be too happy all the time, but
No.
it's at least trying to be to the max as possible. Sixth question. How often do you think for yourself that you need to reevaluate your life direction?
I don't want to say all the time, but it's always an evaluation just to make sure I'm on, like, you know, on the right track, on the right path.
So kind of like daily.
Oh, yeah.
You
Every
kinda-
moment, right
just,
now.
Just checking yourself.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Always
yeah.
got to check yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's when and that's where, like, the, you know, the comfort's a killer and stuff, you know, you just get or just staying in the same ways or whatever. But, like, you know, if the bad thing keeps happening, that's where you got to change it up, you know. Or if, like, things keep, you know, folding, you got to, like, change it
Yeah,
up.
like a couple days go by and you're like, man, I really haven't done the thing I'm supposed to do, or like I haven't taken the step towards that goal. Need to reflect on it. Okay.
Or getting like the negative results, you know, like you're doing something and like something negative keeps happening, so I should probably do something different.
Changing up your habit or your environment. That makes sense. Gonna also deep dive into you're kind of told us about this company that you work for or are part of, that we kind of know about it, or we also kind of don't, but kind of explain it to people listening who have no idea what you do or what it's about.
I'm sorry, I have an NDA, I can't disclose
I
it.
can't disclose it.
No, it's super exciting, man. Super exciting. Lickies. Yeah, he's my best friend, and he has like a family cosmetic company, and he's the chemist for them, and
Okay.
he makes all the products, and he's like our age, you know, he's like 26, and
That's sick.
I don't know, and it's really rare for someone at that age because he learned from someone super experienced, a lot older, who was like done everything in the cosmetic world. So like that's why he can literally make like any product, and like he's smart. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and it's really cool. And now it's I was telling you, we opened up our office here, and
Yeah, in Huntington, right?
and it's gonna be sick.
All right,
Yeah.
so for the record, let's say someone wants to let's say someone approaches him, right, and tells him like, hey, I want a product with like these ingredients in there, and like, could you guys like make that?
And as long as the ingredient is accessible, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice,
Dude,
nice.
whatever you want, like.
Wow.
It's cool.
That's
and he was
awesome.
also saying it's not so this cosmetic thing, you don't like, so pretty much like what it's about, it's a brand or a company kind of goes to you, they want to start making cosmetic, but they don't have the resources and a lab to create it, and obviously I have no idea, but they want to do like a lotion for this health and wellness company, right? You guys will provide different samples and whatnot, kind of work with them, and then based on that, put their name on that bottle, and then that's it, right? What is that called again?
White labeling.
White labeling. So white labeling for cosmetic, which white labeling is popular in different fields, but in cosmetic, it's definitely not really seen as much.
It's because it's hard to get. Like,
Yeah.
So, and why we're like literally the golden ticket is because we do everything in house. Whereas a lot of things you have to go third party, China, and an inconsistency or expensive, whatever.
So
and
for you guys, everything's in the U.S. U.S. made, and then office is in Huntington, but the main headquarters are in
Nevada.
Okay, and that's where you have like a big warehouse and everything, right? Massive. That's crazy.
Football field's big.
Wow.
Oh shit.
And it's
That's
only
insane.
gonna get bigger.
Damn.
It's like super like.
Nice.
I can tell your eyes are like lit up. That's exciting.
Yeah,
Dude,
he's
like-
stoked for this.
Like I have like a couple other things, working with like tequila or just industry stuff,
Yeah.
like little knickknack and shit. But like this being like my best friend and like we're going like all in on this, and it's like it's the golden ticket. As far as like the first there's always opportunities and stuff, but this is like the best one.
Best
I got.
opportunity.
This is the best one I got.
Okay.
And it's like already like making headway. Like things are in place down the road. Like this month is like a pretty solid one, and just fucking the rest of the year. I think even at the end of this month we're going to New York for like a big cosmetic conference. Like,
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And
Those are fun.
Oh, dude.
Conferences are always. We need to go on conferences
We
just
should.
too.
Dude, like
For, like,
clothing labels
fashion
and stuff.
clothing.
Fuck yeah.
Mhm.
Anything too. And then eventually we want to do a cafe, go to like restaurant and beverage conventions, which are
Mhm.
super fun.
Those are fun. You most likely will walk out of there pretty drunk though.
Dude, all the conventions
Yeah.
is pretty
Yeah.
much a fucking party. Like, so I used to work at JT Schmidt's across the Honda Center, and obviously there's the convention center down the way. So we would get fucking whatever convention was. There was a food convention, there was like expos or sneakerheads or whatnot. Every time there's a convention in town, we would book massive party at JT's, and people would just like get trashed. They're just there for like soak in the knowledge and whatnot and innovate, but you also have a great fucking time. So
Mhm.
I'm sure that's gonna be exciting in New York City.
Well, yeah, and even for us, all of us, what was his name? Jensen.
Jensen.
Being young and up and coming is like awesome.
Oh yeah.
New
100%.
ideas, new spirit, like not the fucking, old shit that's been around for a while, like something new.
Yeah, not like the typical Grey Goose and all that stuff.
Mhm.
New stuff that
Mhm.
will eventually become the Grey Goose.
The Grey Goose of our
Literally
time.
Of our
the gray
time.
goose.
Mhm.
Now it's the
Mhm.
new goose. It's
Yeah.
the golden goose.
This is the
now.
golden goose.
I mean, speaking of which, dude, Casamigos. Literally, we're throwing out like big names out there now, right? But Casamigos 10 years ago was not even there.
I really don't know. I don't drink tequila.
You don't drink tequila?
No.
I'm just saying. I mean, with what these guys accomplished in a matter of like I don't know how many years, how long they've been around for.
Or Tito's vodka.
Tito's as well.
Or literally anything.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say anything. I mean, the way these companies, just marketed and branded their tequila and their stuff is like insane because it's so simple, but no one else did it. Like Tito's, they started labeling their stuff gluten free.
Yeah.
It's like
When most
vodkas are gluten free. You know what I
Except-
mean? They just added gluten free on their label and putting it out there, and people are like, "Oh shit, this is gluten free. I'm drinking that. This is healthy." You know what I mean? Like, but
That's
small shit like that, and it's just genius to like, just take some knowledge from that and like, adding it to your own business. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It keeps you thinking. But going back to the cosmetic industry, I think it's a great industry right now, dude. I think we're in an era where a lot of people, even men nowadays, want to take care of their face, their skin.
Yeah,
They
everybody.
want to look good, dude.
Everybody.
They want to look young. They want to, just be their best self. basically. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I think you have a long and a really good career with that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So
yeah.
what do you do for the company? Like, what's your title or job, or do you even have one right now since it's like kind of newish company? Like, you know, more a younger company.
I make the business happen, and I handle the business, and my buddy
He's a salesman.
makes the
Mhm.
product.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, very nice.
Something like that. Hopefully one day, Viv could, you know, go into that. But you also don't do just cosmetic. They also do like,
Anything.
yeah, they do anything like Hydro Flask, all that stuff.
Well,
Oh,
it's just slapping
nice.
a label and
Yeah,
stuff.
they're,
Right,
it's
right.
white labeling, so they make whatever and then you just put your name on it.
Very cool.
And not hopefully for you guys, like, you know, you're gonna get that get the steam going, and all it is just an investment, and that's why I like it with the clothing, because it's like, oh, like you care about how you look, taking care of yourself on the outside, kind of thing, and then like taking care of your skin also.
100%.
Like, shit like that, or how you smell, whatever. It's a sick label,
You
and like you
got
slap
to
that on
smell good.
cool stuff, like people are gonna buy it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
imagine creating your own like cologne, you know, or perfume or something like
That'd
that.
be sick.
I'd love to smell like you guys.
Not Miguel though, just me.
Nah, I smell fucking dank.
Yeah.
You guys can't
Smells
smell me, but
important.
I smell good.
Smell
Oh,
is important.
100%.
100%.
100%.
You gotta like how someone smells.
Hygiene, dude. Hygiene is number one, dude. If you walk up anywhere looking good but smelling like shit, oh, my boy.
My boy.
You got something coming to you, bro.
You know what
Yeah.
I can't even comprehend is like when you're eating food and like tasting stuff, it's not even your tongue, it's your nose.
For the most part,
Really?
yeah.
For the most
For the
part,
most
yeah.
part, it's your nose. That's true.
And I still don't believe it.
You
but,
taste by
like,
your,
that's-
yeah. You taste
I
you
don't-
taste with your smell. A lot of the taste comes from your.
Can we
smell.
fact check that?
I think you're right. I've heard that a lot of times.
If you plug your nose,
Holy shit, you're right.
you don't taste.
Yeah, you taste
I
less.
just plug my nose drinking my coffee.
Well, you just taste less.
I know, it tastes like water.
Well, that's also really iced down.
No, but
But
if you smell it,
Or
because
just-
it
or
sends
just a
signals
mind
to your
game.
brain.
It's a mind game.
Yeah, it sends signals to your brain. It tells your brain how it should taste, and that's how it tastes.
if you had to lose one of your senses, what would it be?
Feeling.
No, fuck that.
What?
I love feeling.
I don't want to feel anything.
No, definitely not feeling.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'd say taste.
No,
Fuck that. I love food. No.
But you can still smell it. if all you get your taste from smelling, you can still smell it.
One of my senses.
Fuck it, just take my ears. I don't want to hear this bullshit.
Dude, honestly, at this point, I was this close to say just my hearing. You know what I mean? I want to be able to taste, smell, feel, and see things. You know what I mean? I mean, hearing is essential, obviously, too, but, like, just the fact that, like, you can see things. So vision is for sure off the map. Like, you know what I mean?
I think it'll take away taste.
Taste.
Think about it.
Yeah, taste is a good one to get rid of, 100%.
Taste is
You can
is
just
definitely
eat a
the number
bunch of,
one.
like, kale and nothing else and just be super
Well,
rich.
the thing is, you can still smell. So you can still smell stuff, and you get the flavor from that. You might not fully get the full flavor because you can't taste anything.
Yeah, it's so your tongue determines if it's sweet. Hold on, where did it go?
Sweet or spicy.
Yeah, so your taste buds tell you if your food is sweet, sour, bitter, or salty. Your nose figures out the specifics. Like if the sweet taste is a grape or an apple.
Oh, okay.
If you plug up your nose, food doesn't taste the same. The olfactory in your nose is what controls that. So like when you chew, it releases it to the back of your nose, and then that communicates like what the sweet.
The
is.
sweet is like, oh, it's an apple instead of a fucking banana.
Very nice.
And this moves into the gratitude section, You can't lose any of the senses. Like, fucking, this is awesome. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
be stoked to be fucking healthy.
Healthy,
Healthy,
yeah,
man.
be healthy. That's
Health is
actually
wealth.
true. Health is wealth.
And I was going to say, mentioned earlier, like, working on yourself and with you, trying to get in the best shape of your life. Like, bro.
I am. I said it last year, and I said it at the beginning of this year that, but I set myself a goal, not like in the next 4 months it's going to happen or by summer, like a lot of people do. I said by the end of the year. So like by December 31st, I will be in the best shape of my life. The reason why I gave myself like a year is because life happens.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna, be super strict for 4 months and get super shredded for summer just because it's summer. That wasn't the goal. Is to just be physically and mentally the best shape of my life by the end of the year.
And on top of that, too, I feel like physical goals are also very hard to attain, too. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people just, they set themselves up for failure.
Exactly.
They say,
If
"Oh,
you
in
do-
2
yeah.
months I'm gonna be fucking lean,
Yeah.
shredded," and then they just support themselves because they're not, and then they just stop. It's like, no, it takes fucking time.
Exactly. So
It
giving
takes
myself a year
a while.
gives a little bit of a leeway, like
Yeah.
for those moments that do have celebrations, or I go out often, or
Yeah.
for a whole month there was a lot going on, like in August, birthday parties, engagement, family in town, just stuff that I couldn't, like vacations, like stuff that was important in August, but it wasn't necessarily better for my physical body, but it was great mentally. So kind of give a leeway for that. I think the next step also, besides like getting like the best shape of my life, like physically, and what I want to start doing as well, I don't know if you guys want to partake in it, is pretty much like reading. I don't read very much. I don't know if you're a big reader or not.
Leaders are readers.
Yeah, I want to start pretty much reading like 10 minutes a day of a book, but not like a novel that's like Harry Potter, like something creative, something like that. I want to read like a business book,
Business books.
or entrepreneurship book,
Okay.
or deep diving into someone's company, and learning about that stuff like that. Pretty much, I want to read like 10 minutes a day.
You got to read everything you get your hands on.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
I think novels are very interesting too.
Yeah,
I think they just keep you intrigued because you're like, oh shit, what's gonna happen next in the next chapter? You
I
know?
think books are great.
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't read enough.
I don't.
Do you read?
I do, but not enough.
I barely read, but whenever I do read, I get really sunk into it. Like, I'm just like, shit, I'm reading like 5 chapters, that's it, and I'm done. And no, I end up going for like 20, 15 chapters, dude,
Yeah,
all the time.
it's just a matter of, I don't know, like
Yeah.
allocating that 10 minutes of the day to do it, and like creating a habit. You know, like gym is creating a habit, eating healthy is also a habit.
Habits.
Yeah, so just 10 minutes a day. So I think that's what I want to start doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What is you know, we're not into the New Year's obviously, and fuck New Year's resolution, because I think that's, you could just start creating a new habit right now.
It
Why do you
doesn't-
have
it
to why do you have
doesn't
to
have to be in a
wait
year.
till the next year, or like till the end of the year?
Every day.
Every day. But what's a habit that you want to create for yourself, to better yourself in whatever aspect in your life, that you think that you're putting it off and you really want to do it? What is it?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
You make me look in the mirror, huh?
Yeah. A little soul searching. Little chin scratcher there, huh?
Well, I mean, it's like something between, you know, the comfort zone, you know, getting too comfortable and you get lazy. You know, I could use
Okay, pause.
some honesty.
I
maybe.
guess before going into that question, what is a personality trait that you do, or a habit that you do that you don't think you do well on? Like, are you lazy? Do you like procrastinate a lot? So I guess what's one of your weaknesses that you're aware of that hasn't really changed? And then from there we'll go to, what do you think will help that?
Well, I don't know. I know, but I don't know.
Okay.
Like
Right.
I know there's something there. I know that, you know, that's why, you know, always like evaluating myself and
Well,
stuff. And
to be fair, it's a very good question. So
Oh,
It is.
absolutely.
It makes you really think.
Mhm.
yeah,
Like for me, for the longest time, in high school and like middle school, I've always been called, I've always been called lazy, and I hate that word, just because like nobody's entirely lazy. You're just not passionate about whatever that thing is. So people are calling you lazy. Like if you don't like school, middle school and high school, people are like, your parents or whatnot are gonna say you're lazy because you don't like to study, you don't like to do schoolwork. That's because like you're just not passionate about it. But then when I got into like later on, so like my whole life I always thought I was lazy. I was a lazy person, right? And then I got into like working out and powerlifting and whatnot, and I was obsessed, like addicted, and just went full-fledged. All I was watching and reading and content was all fitness, like YouTube, Instagram, just whatever, like, you know. So I got super into that. So that was like my passion, and I realized that I'm not lazy. I just wasn't passionate about something. So I guess that was my thing that I thought was a weakness to me, that I was lazy.
Right.
But it wasn't. Sir?
I figured it out.
Okay, there
In
you
the
go.
midst of you talking, I just need
No, that's fine. That's
You
the
get
whole
the
point.
wheels turning?
Yeah, yeah.
communication for sure.
Oh, you know, I see it. I see it.
Because, you know, there's up here, man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So like I don't always like communicate that, and but that's something I'm always like paying attention to, being bartending and like talking to people, and like how you say things and how you come across, or relationships or friends or anything. Like communicating with people is literally everything.
It's key, man.
We were
That's
just
what-
we were just talking about that before you got here, actually. Well, at least these two were, Jensen and Miguel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's communication. Okay.
100%.
I think that's a big thing. Yeah, I could see it. I think a lot of times you're in your own head, and you don't like express it. Or when you do express it, you're not fully.
Or it's not even that.
expressing
It's just
it.
hard to express it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like you know what you're feeling, you just don't know how to express it. You know what I mean? So I think it definitely takes a lot of practice, and it's kind of annoying because some people just have it naturally, and you want to express it the same way that they can. You know what I mean? But you just physically can't.
Well, yeah,
And
everyone's
it
their own
takes.
person.
That's what I'm saying. It takes practice, and you gotta like continuously, like you said right now, just flow through it and dig in deep. You know what I mean? In order for you to like actually be able to just express all of that.
Yeah.
But once you know how to do it, it'll feel good. Yeah.
Well,
But yeah.
It's super
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's just like that's what's key with me with like the outlets, doing sports and activities. That's how I express
helps.
myself. That's always been my self-expression.
Okay.
And but like just communication's like just insanely important. And I've like learned that through like past relationship and stuff. And like if you don't communicate, things just kind of go.
100%.
But even like one of my best friends, senior year of high school, who kind of same thing, did not communicate things and kind of went, and that's like that stuff like is it kind of like touches you a little deep.
100%.
Because if you can't communicate to me how you're feeling, I don't know what's going on, and
You don't know how to help
Mhm.
someone.
likewise, like if I don't communicate, you're not gonna know what's going on.
Like, yeah, if you can't communicate how you're feeling, and then like you're upset about something, but then that person or environment doesn't know what's happening, how are they gonna fix how you're feeling? Okay, communication for you.
And there's like a big movement with males right now, like to like communicate better because we just keep killing each other.
Mhm.
We try to like take it all on our own and in your mind, and like the mind's powerful. As
Well,
fuck.
yeah, like
Super
male
powerful.
in general or men are, I think, the number one people
Super
who
prone to
for
it.
suicide.
Oh, well, yeah.
100%.
Because we just hold things or that's what we were taught long time ago, that men are supposed to act this facade and
And I
stuff
mean,
like
and
that.
we're not saying that women don't have mental health either, and they also don't take their lives away. But I'm saying that men. I mean, I think
Yeah, it's a general understanding.
what's the actual number on that? Like the accurate number, if you want to look it up. I think
don't
it's like I think it's out of every like 10, 15 men, one woman takes
it's
it.
high.
It's
just high. We don't need
it's
to look at the
really,
numbers.
really high.
It's high.
It's
Yeah.
every minute.
No, I mean like from men compared to women is what I'm saying. Like how many men take their lives, and then how many women take
I
their
mean,
lives,
we don't
you
need
know
to
what I
go to
mean?
the specifics of
Right,
it, but
right.
we just know technically men is higher.
Yeah.
So going back to the communication thing, and that goes back to the first question then, what habit do you think you want to create for yourself to like put in your daily life to improve your communication? Whether it's meditation, whether it's therapy, what would it be?
Yeah, it's just having those healthy outlets. Taking care of yourself. Physically, and then even reading helps with that.
Yeah.
Talking to people and just being more open. Sometimes what kind of holds me back too is being a little insecure, being careful what I say. Like I learned that growing up, like being careful what you say because you might, have a negative effect come back at you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where confidence comes in and stuff, and which is crazy. Like you wouldn't think I'd have that problem per se, being a bartender, and I talk to random people every day.
Yeah,
But,
you do actually.
yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Yeah,
Crazy.
but when you bartend and whatnot, it's like a
Different environment.
different environment. It's a short interaction, and you also have like that comfort. I can't even pronounce it properly. Comfort zone of being behind that bar,
It's true.
right? Once you're behind that bar, you're kind of like a barrier. Like you could just like
Just become an actor.
speak,
bro.
and then like if you're not into the conversation or like it's veering off or you can't communicate properly, I gotta make this drink.
you go polish a glass.
You go polish your glass.
You
or
go
something,
polish
or
your
you go help
glass.
someone else.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Literally, I know you see me. I get all into it.
Yeah, he
leaning
does
over the
get all
bar
to
and-
it.
But that's just great. You like talking to people, making connections, and like you talk to them and like just fucking back and forth. Betters yourself. It's great. I love it. That's why I like bartending.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't like the bullshit that
Well,
comes
the
with
best
it.
crowd is always at the bar.
How about you, Miguel?
What
What
about
is
me?
something that one that you think you're weak at, like one of your weaknesses, and then something that you want to create a habit to better yourself? Like I said, for me, it was like really creating like a morning routine, to really get my day going. And I
Right.
feel like creating that morning routine, my structure, just made me a better person through the roof compared
I
to I
hear
was
ya.
2 years ago. If I didn't have that structure in my life with my dogs and responsibilities and whatnot, I wouldn't be the headspace of where I'm at today.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as for me, I think it's just creating discipline, dude. I think I used to be a very disciplined kid. You know what I mean?
That's a good
I
one.
used to be very disciplined, dude. And then I don't know, somewhere along the lines, I just kind of lost it. You
Okay.
know what I mean? I kind of lost it. I kind of lost my track. And my wheels were just kind of fucking spinning. You know what I mean? And now my goal is just to kind of get back to that like hunger motivated kid that I used to be, and applying that into like with my mindset now, and like I think it'll go a long way.
Okay. And what would be something that you start tomorrow?
That I start tomorrow.
That you could start tomorrow to improve that, to go back and being that
this will
discipline.
sound super cheesy to you guys or whatever.
No, that's good.
But holy shit, man! Like people have said, just right before you go to bed every day, write down your goals and what you want to do in the next like 5-6 hours the next day. You know what I mean?
I like that.
And even just 2 hours for the next day, because once you start doing that, you'll want to continue to do more, because you're already so productive. Your brain's like giving those signals to your body, and you're like, oh shit, so what's next? And then you start thinking of other activities to do, and then when you finally go back to bed, it's like, I don't know, 10, 11, midnight maybe. Who knows? Whenever you go to bed, you feel accomplished.
Yeah, it's getting excited.
So pretty much you would
You
say
said
like
those-
journaling the night before.
Basically,
Goals for the next day.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cheesy because you hear it everywhere, dude, but you have no idea the effect it actually has. I've done it a couple of times, and the next day I like read through it, and just the satisfaction you get scratching each one of those off, you're just like,
Yeah.
you look at it and you're like, I did that.
So that's a
One
habit
day.
I actually do, but
Yeah.
I don't do that the night before. I
Yeah.
do that in the morning.
Yeah.
It's part of my morning routine where I just have my notes, and it puts I put a to-do list.
And where do you do this to-do list? Where do you?
I do this while I'm taking a shit. All right. When I take a shit, that's what I do. I do all my productive
Yeah,
stuff.
he's in his
Actually.
zone when he's
He's
taking
doing
shit.
business while he does business.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
For
right.
real. If you look at all the Instagram posts for the business, it's
He's
whenever
loading while he's unloading.
all my reels, all
Yeah,
the stuff
yeah.
is all created during that time in the morning, because it's like the first I'm just like
And I don't know, but I feel like he feels like he just dropped like 5 pounds. You know what I mean? After he's finished with his notes.
Yeah, and I
He's
feel
like,
just very
"Damn,
good.
I feel lighter now.
On those notes thing, I put a to-do list where it's like workout, groceries,
I feel
beef
elevated.
stuff, post a
Yeah.
reel,
Yeah.
and even if it's like small stuff, like just clicking it and like
Yeah.
making a check mark feels good.
Yeah, all right.
So you-
I was just trying to be funny, but scratch it off. All right, cool.
Yeah,
I get
but
it,
no,
get
but
it.
I
Yeah,
agree
yeah,
with
yeah,
your
I get
funny
it, I
part,
get
but
it,
I'm just
yeah,
continuing the thing.
Cool.
But going back to it, you should do that starting tomorrow then.
I should. I really should. I should be more disciplined with it, because I've done it before. I just stopped doing it, and I think
I feel you 100% on the discipline.
Yeah.
100%. That's another one.
Huge. I was like, you know what? How about this one too?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Market. Yeah.
For sure, man.
Discipline means everything.
Mm-hmm.
On this note, I'm actually gonna use the restroom real quick and then clean up Miguel's mess right here.
On your
Yeah.
Time out.
Oh, you guys can continue.
time out for
Time out for
little-
me.
little fella.
You guys can
No, but yeah,
what are we
man.
going to talk about? No.
What do you want to talk about?
How you doing?
What's your favorite drink?
I get asked that a lot, and
You do?
it's always changing, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. But
Okay.
I mean,
nice.
be-
But okay, let's say you walk into a bar right now, and like there's no menu, no drink choices or anything, but they have a full bar.
hmm
You're just gonna go in there. What comes to mind? Like, oh, I'm drinking this.
Well, if it's nighttime, I'm out. Like Jameson ginger ale is a pretty good
Jameson
go-to.
ginger ale.
Mhm.
Okay, that's a good drink.
But there's always factors. Like if you're at like a nice bar that looks like a cocktail bar,
Right.
you order a cocktail.
You order a fucking cocktail.
You're at a dive bar, you order a beer.
Yeah. 100%.
Anything in between,
I agree.
It's a gamble. But
Yeah.
that's when that's when
Yeah.
you get like the 1-on-1 and stuff. But
That's
yeah.
fair. That's
Yeah.
very fair. So, what's your spirit of choice? Like, you do vodka, tequila, or you don't have a
Tequila's-
preference?
tequila's always great. Whiskey, but fucking like just being all hot out and shit. I've been liking bubbles,
Bubbles,
prosecco, fucking rosé and shit. So
okay,
good.
yeah, I love
Refreshing.
I don't do champagne, but I will drink like an Aperol spritz when it's hot. You know what I mean? Get a little Aperol, a little prosecco in there, a little
Mhm.
sparkling water.
hmm
It's refreshing. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But I don't do champagne. I don't do prosecco. I'm more of like a beer guy. I like rum. I like whiskey and tequila.
Yeah,
That's
all great.
That's what I love.
Yeah,
that's what I love. Yeah.
I'll literally drink anything. Like it's all good. It always depends.
Yeah, 100%. But for the most part, I mean, like during the winter, have you ever had an Irish coffee?
It's
Dude,
fantastic.
fucking
I had it
Crack.
at the Jameson factory in Ireland. So good.
Oh shit! How was
Yeah.
that?
It's fantastic.
Right?
Yeah,
You went to the hometown of it. You
Uh-huh.
literally indulged in like
In-
probably
in-
the most authentic fucking.
in Dublin. Yeah,
yeah.
it was great.
Dublin.
Much better than the what was it? The Guinness factory, the Jameson factory. Way
Okay.
sick. Yeah.
You like Guinness? It's like a whole fucking meal, isn't it?
it's
a fucking meal, dude.
it's a doozy. It looks like dessert, but for me, it does not taste like it.
I mean, you can drink one of those and you're skipping breakfast, lunch, and dinner, dude. Fuck, you're full.
They're heavy.
Yeah,
I only had a
super
couple of
heavy.
those when I was there.
Yeah.
And at the end of my trip, my buddy there was working the pub, and I was like, I just want to do it one more time. Can I get like a small thing of it? And he had literally like a little glass this big, puts it down in front of me. He's like, you're a fucking disgrace drinking that in my bar, because they always get like pints, you know, like when they drink
this
it,
one
they
was
drink
like,
it.
yeah.
I got like a little
Right.
cup. I was like, I just want to try it one more time.
They're like, no.
I was like, give me a break.
We just get 5 ounces of it, man. Come on.
All right, Cal. We're getting towards the end of our podcast, and we actually have a new segment again. Like I said, new structure. You know, shots,
Right.
thoughtful
right.
questions, and this
Yeah,
one's
throw it out.
rapid fire questions. All right, you gotta answer quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, quick. All right, question number 1. What advice would you give your younger self? Go.
Be smarter.
Okay. If you could live anywhere in the world in this phase of your life, where would you live and why?
Right here, right now, because it's awesome.
Nice. If you were to die, what would be your last meal?
Fucking ice cream. Fuck it.
Fucking love it.
Dude.
Describe yourself in 5 words.
Happy, healthy, wealthy, kind, open.
Open. Okay. I like it. All right. Well, that was the rapid fire questions.
That was fast.
That was fast. That was
Not bad.
really
Did
good.
you guys time that?
Shit.
That was like 15 seconds.
That was fast.
Fuck yeah, that was fast.
If someone asked me those, I don't think I would be able to answer like that quick.
Yeah.
I just threw it at the wall. You know.
Yeah. Kyle, is there anything you want to say about yourself or anything that you're doing to like look you up or like, you know, pretty much plug yourself?
Mm,
You want to put a
Cosmetic
website?
company,
You want to put your
what's-
Instagram?
You'll find me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm around.
I'm around.
That's a typical Kyle answer. I like
Mystery, huh?
No, man. Just if I had to say anything, just stoked. Honestly, like I said, just the highs and the lows. That's why I'm always riding.
it.
And
Okay.
that's why you'll see me either kind of just, or you'll see me fucking, lighten up. But yeah, man, just having a good time.
I love it.
Just having a good time.
Miguel, anything you want to say before we close this podcast?
No, man, I think we pretty much discussed it all. I think this is a pretty educational podcast for the consumer.
It's
Yeah.
pretty fun,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
prepare anything. I didn't do my homework. I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna, just show up.
That's the best podcast.
I like
to
that.
swing
And
in,
honestly,
man.
usually for those thoughtful questions, since we just like started doing it, I would usually ask, let the guests know beforehand about it, just because they go a little bit deeper into.
Well, yeah, and that gets me thinking, because I wasn't like, you think of those things, but don't really think of it. You have to answer it,
Yeah.
And this makes you
Exactly.
answer. So
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, everybody, thank you for listening to Vive the Pod, episode 5. Once again, Vive means to live in French. So if you could help one person listening, then that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Thank you.
5 means cinque in Italian.
Mm.
But, I
Wait,
think
what?
we were saying just different words and what they mean in English. You
Cin-
said
cinque?
vive means to live. I said 5, episode 5 means cinque.
And all right, time to go. Have a good night, good morning, or whatever.
Just gonna add a little flair to it, man.
I like it.